I hope the city goes crazy when they hear this. Yeah. When they hear this. See, it's that lanky Fresh Prince watching. Size 12.
Hip-hop has quickly risen to become the second most listened to genre of music in Great Britain, and across the pond in the United States, it's now the first genre to outsell rock and roll since disco did in the 1970s. However, in Cardiff, we are yet to see such an impact, but this hasn't stopped a group known as MVE Collective trying to make a name for themselves in the city, and for one member, it's a lot more than that. It's a chance to change his life. We're truly in the middle of a hip-hop renaissance. Despite this, Cardiff hasn't seen a rise in interest in hip-hop like Manchester, Birmingham and London have. However, in this film, we'll meet the people who are trying to change that. MVE Collective are a group of 20 or so young creatives who all share one common trait: their love for hip-hop music. Whether it's musicians, photographers, producers or organisers, MVE have all the characteristics of groups with much larger followings than their own. Based in Cardiff, all the members found it hard to come across opportunities individually, so they joined forces to increase their reach. It's a unique concept that turns the modern idea of a boy band on its head. It allows the group to keep things in-house and keep maximum creative control. I spent some time with a few of the more prominent members of MVE to find out what they're doing now and how they're planning for the future.
With MVE, we thought the name would be like MVE Diff, which is basically move differently. And like we call it that because like we're just moving differently to like a lot of artists out here, I think. I know it's like a really silly thing to say, but like just by banding up together alone and just all coming together to like for one sort of creative cause, I think that was just like what sparked it in the first place. There's not really many avenues for people our age musically in Cardiff. It's a little bit sort of quiet for things like that, so we just decided like, well, we'll all just come together, and now we have that sort of creative artist hub.
MVE basically is a collective of people, creatives who feel like there's no other place to go, because in Cardiff there's a lot of creatives but we don't really know, we didn't know where to go, so we feel like it's a creative hub, not just for musicians, for photographers, for everyone. If you do graphics, come through. MVE, I came up with this the other day, we came up with this the other day, we maneuver via energy. MVE, that's the thing,
It's hard when you're on your own trying to do it, when everyone's bringing different things to the table. Everyone wants the same goal. Everyone's working together to help each other. Do you know what I mean? That's the main thing.
But I hope that everyone can push each other to make like the best music and the best, the best image of Cardiff really, because there's no one doing it.
I've been interviewing members of MVE all day, and it's a wonderful thing to see that there's such a close group of friends. The word family gets floated around quite a lot when you're talking to them about each other. And even though they're all different artistically, everyone's got their own license, and they're all trying to put themselves up onto a pedestal and bring everyone up with them. But what happens when they have to put on the biggest independent hip-hop show that Cardiff has ever seen?
Basically, this show, we're going to put it up ourselves, no one else. This one's going to be the biggest one we've ever done in life,
I just want it to be a good representation on how we represent our city in the way that music, because music, people don't really hear about Cardiff. You hear about London, Birmingham, Manchester, but what we're trying to do is establish something where maybe some people are looking and they'll think, oh, something is going on in Cardiff.
It's going to be the biggest of the year. Definitely, easily. It's going to be the biggest of the year. In this end of the UK, people will be talking about it. Definitely. I mean, I don't want to say too much, but maybe for years, you know what I mean? It's gonna
Some
go
big
up,
expectations then.
Yeah, man, some big expectations, bro.
Oh, yo, could you do that actually? If I will be along this set. You know where it's like
In the year since their formation, MVE Collective have played small gigs across Bath, Bristol and Cardiff, but are still yet to top the billing at a show. That is, until now, as MVE Collective plan to put on their own show where they are the headliners. As you can see, they've already got very high hopes for the show, so I went with some of the members to Pirate Studios in Butetown as they prepare for the big night.
We're in Pirate Studios currently, and we're about to light the thing up, man.
Light it up. So we're going to be doing a show on the 23rd, is it? 23rd, MVE team. And this is our practice hours.
Well, usually we find ourselves just sort of having an hour or half hour on a set of a night, but like for this night, like it's all us. MVE for the whole night. There's no lineup, there's no other artists, it's all MVE, so it's like every one of us is going to get a half hour or whatever time to shine and have our own little thing, and I'm just hoping that like that night will bring enough people down to just like show people like our first proper headline show, innit?
It's only the beginning, man. Only the beginning.
You're one of the more established artists in
Yeah.
MVE, you know, you've been there around a while. Tell me a bit about opening for Sean Paul at the Motor Point.
Oh, mate. Say nothing. Like, obviously, Sean Paul is like one of my idols. Like, if you didn't listen to Sean Paul when you're younger, then I don't know where you were, bro. You get me? But you know, he was one of my idols, and to like even be on the same lineup and thing as him was just. It was just a dream come true, like, you get me? And I got to meet him and that as well, which I was a bit starstruck by, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was amazing. It was that's what makes me want to keep going with what I'm doing at the moment, you know.
Oh, now you should know these levels. I used to play in the Ray JT, no parental. Big cucumber, so I poured off for the dental. Before the burner was mental.
But for one member of MVE, Kaya, who goes by Smoke, the collective is so much more than just a passion project. It's a second chance.
First time was mad. It's like it was a knife crime, innit? I robbed somebody with a knife. Born into the council houses and that, council living at a young age. Around bare drugs, violence, whatever, you know what I mean, everything. Like 15, 16, I started getting into trouble with police and that. 17, my mum's kicked me out, sent me to Birmingham to live with my dad. And it's faster pace, like 3 times the pace of Cardiff. It's like, you know, things move quicker, faster money. So, yeah, they caught me for it and that, and then I went to prison. I got 32 months, do half, so served 16 months. And I missed 2 birthdays, bro. I was just dead. You know, that's where the most progression in music has came, was that time. Because before I went in, I started looking into producing. I started looking into, you know, the tone of voice. I started looking into melodies and things like this. I started like broadening my view on music, so it was so easy to study. So I could just study every day. And I came back out, came back to Cardiff, was on stupid shit again. The same shit I was on before, but thinking, yeah, no, I'm smart now. Got locked again. I got out then, and some people just aren't in my life anymore, especially from that time, you know what I mean?
Look how I finesse. Look how I finesse. Finesse, they're calling me Pogba. I was born in 97.
Kaya's attempt at putting his past behind him has led him to a youth club, where he finds himself teaching troubled children about music production. Eastmoor Youth Centre, where he's based, opens its doors to children who have been expelled from conventional schools and helps them get on the right path. But it is clear to see that teaching these kids has helped Kaya do just the same. If you didn't have Eastmoor, what would you be doing?
I'd be selling drugs, trying to save up for a Mac. I would. I'd get enough money for a Mac and I'd spend the money. I'd just be out here on some, yo nigga shit, like all that.
It's a cliche, but would you say that this place has changed your life?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. 100%, like, yeah man, 100%, definitely. Like, it's not even cliche, this place has changed my life, like, you know? It's mad. It's mad.
Flexing with my brethren.
It's a little over a week until the show, and excitement is building amongst the group. They've been out pounding the pavement and promoting the show online to get as many people through the door as possible. But the question still remains, will anyone actually show up? I caught up with Dom and Donald as they visited the venue and to suss out how they think the performance is going to go down.
10 days until the big day.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I think we're doing it all by ourselves as well. We're not reaching out to anyone trying to get. We're doing it all by ourselves. We're all young guys, you know, trying to make something happen. Looking at the venue now and seeing it, the vision's starting to come. You know, it's starting to come together.
Starting to get real.
Like it's about to get real. And you know, we've got the magician right here. He's going to be behind there doing his thing. We're going to be around here doing our thing, and hopefully people are there. It's going to be great. I just know that this is just a step in the right direction for us, and I feel like as a group of young men, we're doing something different, and we're creating a buzz, and it's a nice little platform for people to come through.
The show was a success, with over 100 people turning out to celebrate the best hip-hop talent that Cardiff has to offer, and the club recording some of its best takings in years. MVE now have a platform, and for the first time there's an audience seeking out hip-hop music from the Welsh capital. It's now up to the collective to take full advantage. There's still a long way to go for the hip-hop scene in Cardiff, but as first steps go, this is a giant leap forward.